الله الرحمن الرحيم. حجي 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 حجي.
Have you ever wondered what terrifying creatures might be lurking in the darkest corners of our planet? Believe it or not, the world is full of deadly creatures that seem like they've stepped right out of your wildest nightmares. From caves to the deep ocean, these beings have been hiding away, evading human eyes for centuries. Why were they locked away? What secrets do they hold? Today, we're diving into the mysteries behind 20 of the most terrifying creatures that were locked away for years. Number 1. Enigmatic cave monster. Ever stumbled upon a creature that looks like it just stepped out of a horror movie? Imagine exploring a cave and tripping over a monster that seems to have been hiding for centuries. That's precisely what happened to a group of brave explorers. They caught this colossal, cryptic beast on camera, and the footage is spine-chilling. This creature, with its bizarre mix of human and animal features, tried to hide at first. But then it peeked out and half emerged, looking like it was ready to attack. Can you picture it? Just when the camera got closer, it dashed away, vanishing into the cave's shadows. This isn't the only encounter. Another researcher noticed something strange while moving a rock near a cave. A blurred, monstrous head appeared, trying to stay hidden. What could this be? Some say it might be a grootslang, a legendary creature from South Africa known for its snake-like appearance. But this creature had a human-like aspect, which doesn't match the grootslang's description. Could it be a cave monster with features similar to Bigfoot? Bigfoot, the mythical giant hairy creature, has been spotted worldwide, often described as standing 6 to 15 feet tall with broad shoulders and long arms. Skeptics argue it's just a bear standing upright. But this cave monster seems different. It has an aura of ancient mystery, as if it's been lurking in the shadows for millennia, evading human eyes. Is it possible that such creatures exist, hidden away from the world? Or are these just figments of overactive imaginations? The footage leaves us with more questions than answers. Number 2. Rare black swallower. Ever heard of a fish that can swallow prey twice its length and 10 times its weight? Meet the black swallower, a creature that sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. Imagine a fish that's only about 25 centimeters long, but dares to gulp down something much larger. Its appearance is the stuff of nightmares, entirely black with a mouth that seems to split its head in two. These little terrors of the deep sea feast on bony fish and cephalopods, swallowing them whole. One bizarre incident in 2007 saw a black swallower washed up near Grand Cayman. Inside this 19-centimeter fish was an 86-centimeter snake mackerel. Yes, you heard that right. The swallower bit off more than it could chew, literally. In rare cases, these creatures are found floating on the ocean surface, their stomachs grotesquely bloated. This happens when they've swallowed prey so large, it starts to decompose before digestion.
They feed on whole fish that are often larger than themselves.
It's almost comedic in a dark, twisted way. What's fascinating is how these fish are brilliantly adapted to the abyssal depths where they live. In the desolate darkness of the ocean, they've evolved to be perfect ambush predators. Their jet black color provides the ultimate camouflage, making them nearly invisible in the deep sea. Speculations abound about what else might lurk in the depths alongside these creatures. Could there be even more bizarre and deadly fish waiting to be discovered? Every time a black swallower turns up with an impossibly large meal in its stomach, it reminds us of how little we know about the ocean's depths. So, next time you're at the beach, just think. Somewhere out there, a tiny fish is having the meal of a lifetime, quite literally. Number 3. Deadly zombie insect. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to see a real-life zombie? Imagine stumbling upon an insect that's been taken over by a fungus, turning it into a mindless creature straight out of a horror film. In 1859, British naturalist Russell Wallace discovered just such a phenomenon in the tropical forests, a rare pathogenic fungus known as the zombie ant fungus. This fungus doesn't just infect its host, it takes control. Tiny spores are transmitted through the air, landing on an unsuspecting ant. Once infected, the ant starts behaving very strangely. It leaves its colony and climbs to a high point, where it clamps onto a plant stem. Sounds like something from a science fiction movie, right? But it gets even more bizarre. The fungus grows inside the ant, eventually killing it and sprouting from its body, turning the ant into a fungal fruiting body, a kind of spore sprinkler system broadcasting the infection far and wide. One particularly eerie sighting involved farmers in Panama. While plowing their fields, they noticed ant bodies sticking out horizontally from plant stems, with fungal growths and fruiting bodies visible. These spore salt shakers broadcast spores across the forest, creating a zombie apocalypse in miniature. This gruesome process might sound like it belongs in a nightmare, but it's a fascinating example of nature's dark side. The fungus ensures its survival by controlling its host, turning it into a spore-spreading machine. Could there be even more advanced forms of parasitism waiting to be discovered? It's a chilling thought, but one that highlights the incredible adaptability and ingenuity of life on Earth. Number 4. Unusual snake-necked turtle. Have you ever seen a turtle with a neck so long it looks more like a snake? Enter the world of the snake-necked turtle, a creature that defies conventional turtle expectations. Growing up to 11 inches, with a neck more than half the length of its shell, this light brown reptile is a peculiar sight. The underside is a cream or yellow color, and it has webbed feet with claws, making it a master of both land and water. These side-necked turtles can't retract their necks inside their shells like most turtles. Instead, they fold their necks along their sides. Imagine seeing one of these in action. It's like watching a creature from another world. Males are typically smaller than females, sporting longer and thinner tails. These turtles can live up to 30 years, but what's fascinating is their diet. Carnivorous by nature, they prey on various aquatic species, including invertebrates, fish, and plankton found at the bottom of water bodies. During nesting periods, females become particularly active, seeking the best sites to lay their eggs. In spring, they can lay up to 3 clutches of 8 to 24 eggs per year. The incubation period lasts 120 to 150 days, with the eggs hatching in the fall. This relentless cycle of life ensures their continued survival, despite being critically endangered. Sadly, these unique creatures are on the list of the 20 most endangered turtles in the world. Their numbers have dwindled due to habitat destruction and pollution. Conservation efforts are underway, but the future remains uncertain. The snake-necked turtle's bizarre appearance and intriguing behaviors make it a subject of fascination. As we ponder the fate of these remarkable reptiles, one can't help but wonder what other incredible creatures might be out there, just waiting to be discovered.
Especially when they're young, they would be vulnerable to predators, and also the birds.
Number 5. Perilous goblin shark. Ever heard of a shark that looks like it swam out of a deep-sea horror film? Meet the goblin shark, one of the ocean's most mysterious and deadly predators. With its long snout and teeth that are visible even when its mouth is closed, this shark is a nightmare come to life. It roams the open ocean, from near the surface down to depths of at least 4,265 feet. Imagine encountering this creature in the dark abyss. What sets the goblin shark apart is its protrusible jaws, which can extend almost to the end of its snout. These jaws are normally flush against the underside of the head, but when hunting, they spring forward to snatch prey. The shark's teeth are long and narrow, especially those near the jaw midpoint, and are finely grooved. Hunting involves identifying prey below their sensitive rostrum, and then extending their jaws to grasp the unfortunate victim.
It looks like a monster. That's how it got its name.
A fascinating and cryptic fact about goblin sharks is their reproduction. They give live birth to baby goblins but without a placenta. Instead, the mother provides unfertilized eggs for the young to eat, a process known as oophagy. It's a survival strategy that ensures the newborns are born ready to face the harsh realities of the deep sea. Despite their fearsome appearance and behavior, goblin sharks remain largely a mystery. Their deep-sea habitat makes them difficult to study, and much about their life cycle and habits is still unknown. Could there be even stranger and more fearsome creatures lurking in the depths? Number 6. The giant bee. Next on the list is Wallace's giant bee, also known as megachild Pluto. Imagine the world's largest bee, with a wingspan of over 6 centimeters, buzzing around in Indonesia. This isn't your typical garden bee. It's a colossal beast that was last seen in 1981. Picture a hive built about 2.5 meters off the ground within termite mounds, using sticky tree resin collected by the bee's large mandibles to protect its nest from invading termites. This species hadn't been seen for 27 years until 2018, when it made a brief and shocking comeback.
This discovery might freak you out. A search team in Indonesia spotted Wallace's giant bee.
2 sightings were reported in Indonesia, one in February and another in September. Unfortunately, due to a lack of awareness about its rarity, these bees were sold off. The thought of such an impressive creature slipping through our fingers is truly disheartening. Could there be more out there, hidden away, waiting for rediscovery? Number 7. The Gila monster. Next up is the venomous Gila monster, named after the Gila River basin. This lizard, with its black and pink beaded scales, spends most of its time hiding in burrows or rocky shelters. But don't be fooled by its reclusive nature. The Gila monster can deliver an excruciatingly painful bite, described by one brave victim as like hot lava coursing through your veins. Believe it or not, this bite isn't fatal to healthy adults, but the pain is something you'd want to avoid at all costs. These stout-bodied lizards grow up to about 50 centimeters, and their muscular jaws ensure that once they bite, they don't let go easily. In this species, the heads of males are often larger and more triangular shaped than those of females. Their bite might not be lethal, but the Gila monster is a creature you wouldn't want to mess with. Number 8. Peanut-headed alligator bug.
Freaking God. Look what I found in the rainforest today in Brazil.
Now let's dive into the world of the peanut-headed alligator bug, or Fulgora laternaria. This insect, part of the lanternfly family, sports a bizarre peanut-shaped head that has puzzled scientists for years. Initially, it was believed these insects were luminescent, but that theory has since been debunked. The hollow structure of its head might be involved in sound resonance, possibly creating or amplifying acoustic signals. However, these theories are still under investigation. Another intriguing hypothesis is that the peanut-shaped head serves as a defense mechanism, distracting predators away from the bug's true head. Some even suggest the elongated structures act like decoys, similar to how eye spots on wings can deter predators. The more one learns about this insect, the stranger it seems. What other mysteries could this creature be hiding? Number 9. Chacoan peccary. Now let's talk about the Chacoan peccary. Initially believed to be extinct, it was rediscovered in 1971 in the Chaco region. These animals are well adapted to their dry, harsh environment, often traveling in herds of up to 20 for protection. Can you imagine thinking a species is gone forever, only to find it alive and well decades later? The Chacoan peccary has physical features that include a dark stripe across its back and white fur on its shoulders. With longer ears, snouts, and tails than other peccaries, they've adapted remarkably to their environment. Their main threats include habitat loss and overhunting, but disease may also contribute to their population decline. Their reappearance is nothing short of miraculous and serves as a reminder of how resilient nature can be. Number 10. Specially abled orangutan. Now let's talk about the specially abled orangutan, the man of the forest. This Sumatran orangutan stands out not just for its intelligence, but for its remarkable abilities. Known to use medicinal plants to treat injuries, these orangutans also craft tools from sticks to extract insects, honey, and seeds from hard-shelled fruits. They build nests in trees to sleep at night and rest during the day. Adult males can weigh up to 200 pounds, with prominent cheek pads called flanges and a throat sac used for loud calls. Their cognitive abilities include causal and logical reasoning, self-recognition in mirrors, deception, and symbolic communication. These apes demonstrate incredible problem-solving skills and ingenuity. The specially abled among them show that even in the wild, adaptation and intelligence can lead to extraordinary survival strategies. Their resilience and ingenuity are truly awe-inspiring, making them one of the most fascinating creatures in the animal kingdom. Number 11. Brazilian wandering spider. Ever heard of a spider that could make a grown man squirm? Meet the Brazilian wandering spider, or Phoneutria nigriventer, a creature that lives up to its reputation.
To many people, a tarantula like this one would be their idea of a complete nightmare.
This spider, found mainly in tropical and subtropical regions, can grow up to 5 centimeters with legs that span 15 centimeters. Covered in thick brown hair, it's like something from a spider enthusiast's nightmare. When threatened, it raises its front legs, showing off bristles as a warning. Known as the banana spider because they often hide on banana leaves, their venom can cause a nasty range of symptoms, including salivation, irregular heartbeat, and even prolonged, painful erections in men. Talk about a wild side effect. One documented case involved a 23-year-old woman who got bitten while handling banana leaves. The bite was excruciating, causing chest pain, dizziness, nausea, and more. The spider's venom messes with the nervous system, making it a real menace. And with females laying up to 1,000 eggs, these spiders ensure their legacy, though one would hope it's from a distance. Number 12. Poison dart frog. Picture this, a tiny frog with a toxic touch. That's the poison dart frog, a small amphibian from Central and South America. Despite being only about 1.5 centimeters long, these frogs pack a punch. Their bright colors might be eye-catching, but they're also a warning. They secrete potent toxins through their skin, which can be 200 times more powerful than morphine. Imagine rubbing a dart on their back and getting enough poison to kill a monkey. These frogs thrive in rainforests, where high humidity and stable temperatures suit them perfectly. Their diet, which affects their toxin levels, helps control insect populations, playing a crucial role in their ecosystem. Their vibrant colors and deadly defenses make them a remarkable part of nature's arsenal. But beware, the vibrant appearance is nature's way of saying, "Don't touch." Number 13. Weirdest cone snail. Ever seen a snail that could end your day in an instant? The cone snail, particularly Conus magus, is the most venomous of its kind. This Indo-Pacific snail, adorned with a beautifully patterned shell, grows up to 6 inches long. But don't let its looks fool you. It packs a harpoon-like tooth and venom that can paralyze instantly. When stung, the venom causes rapid paralysis, leading to a slow and painful death. This isn't just a killer, its venom has inspired research into painkillers, potentially 100 to 1,000 times stronger than morphine. So, while it's a lethal creature, it's also part of groundbreaking medical research. The cone snail serves as a reminder that the most deadly creatures often hide in plain sight. Number 14. African crested rats. Imagine a rodent that looks like a gray puffball mixed with a skunk but has poisonous fur. The African crested rat, discovered in 1867, is a rabbit-sized creature with a unique defense mechanism. It lives in monogamous pairs and communicates through a variety of sounds. These rats chew on the bark of the Acocanthera schimperi tree, storing toxins in their specialized hairs. When threatened, they lick these hairs, spreading poison that can be fatal to predators. They have a 4-chambered stomach with dense bacterial communities, which might break down toxins before they affect the rat. This bizarre adaptation ensures their safety. Dogs have died after attacking these rats, proving their toxins are no joke. Number 15. Deathstalker scorpion. Ever heard of a scorpion that could make you wish you'd stayed indoors? The Deathstalker scorpion, or Palestine yellow scorpion, is one of the most dangerous scorpions out there. Measuring between 30 to 77 mm, it hides under rocks in the desert, waiting to deliver a painful sting. Its venom is a mix of agony and potential. It can cause excruciating pain in adults, but is more lethal to young children. Despite its danger, this venom is highly valuable in medical research, showing promise in cancer treatments and diabetes regulation. So, while encountering this scorpion is a gamble, its venom might just be a future savior for many. Number 16. Mysterious box jellyfish. Imagine swimming off Sydney's coast and encountering a jellyfish with a box-like structure. That's exactly what Scott Belcher captured on camera near Cronulla's Shark Island. This jellyfish has both lethal and non-lethal features, making it a puzzle for scientists. Its body resembles a poisonous jellyfish, but also has traits of the non-dangerous kind. Thick tentacles usually mean higher toxicity, but this creature's mix of features confuses researchers. Could it be a new species, or just a bizarre variant of an existing one? Either way, it remains a mystery, one that adds another layer to the ocean's enigmatic wildlife. Number 17. Saw-scaled vipers. Picture a tiny snake with a pear-shaped head and a stout body slithering through arid regions and dry savannas. Enter the saw-scaled viper, small but extremely dangerous. Measuring 0.3 to 0.9 meters, these snakes come in shades of brown, gray, or orange with darker spots. Their aggressive nature and lethal venom make them one of the deadliest snakes. When threatened, they move slowly in an S-shaped pattern, producing a hissing sound through stridulation, a defensive alarm. Mortality rates from bites are high, and these vipers can hide under minimal cover, posing a risk to those walking barefoot. They lay up to 23 eggs per clutch, perpetuating their deadly legacy. The combination of their lethal bite and elusive nature makes them a significant hazard in their environment, showcasing nature's ability to create deadly creatures in even the smallest of packages. Number 18. Deadly assassin bug. What about a tiny insect with a venom system so complex it seems almost sci-fi? The assassin bug, with its 3-segmented beak, pierces its prey and sucks their fluids. This brownish-black predator, about 15 to 22 mm long, has a venom system with multiple compartments and pumps, allowing precise venom delivery. The adult bugs can camouflage as dust balls during their immature stages, blending in perfectly with their surroundings. Despite their small size, their bites can cause significant pain and swelling due to the venomous saliva. With their ability to blend in and deliver a potent sting, these bugs are masters of both disguise and attack. Terrifying, isn't it? Secluded sun bear. Meet the sun bear, the smallest bear species, facing an uphill battle against extinction. With only 1,000 to 10,000 left in the wild, they're critically endangered due to deforestation and illegal hunting. Weighing between 25 to 65 kilograms, these bears sport golden crescent-like patches on their chests, resembling a rising sun. Oddly, they have teeth as large as those of polar bears, despite being significantly smaller. Sun bears don't hibernate in winter, unlike most bears. Dracaena, the world's oldest sun bear, lived up to 34 years, highlighting their unique traits and the conservation challenges they face. Number 20. Inland taipan. Consider a snake with venom so potent it surpasses that of all land snakes. The inland taipan, first described in 1879, is a true marvel of venomous evolution. Its venom is 50 times more toxic than that of the Indian cobra, making it the most venomous snake on land. Characterized by a yellowish ventral surface with orange blotches, it possesses large, dark eyes and can stretch its lower jaw widely to consume prey. Despite its lethal venom, the inland taipan typically injects a small amount per bite, which is generally enough to immobilize its prey. Its fangs are relatively short, ranging from 3.5 to 6.2 mm, but they deliver a concentrated dose of venom. This snake is often found in deep, cracking clay areas of floodplains where it remains hidden and elusive. While its venomous capabilities are well documented, encounters with humans are rare, maintaining its reputation as a feared but enigmatic creature. Its specialized adaptations and potent venom make the inland taipan a fascinating subject of study in the world of deadly reptiles. Stay curious, and until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of our world.